Hello and welcome. Steel yourself for 30 thrilling questions crafted to test your wisdom. What is the main purpose of a rocket? To travel into space. To fly like a plane. To carry people across the ocean. The correct answer is, to travel into space. Here's a nugget of wisdom: rockets are designed to propel objects or spacecraft into Earth orbit or beyond. What fuel do most rockets use? Liquid or solid propellants? Gasoline. Coal. The correct answer is, liquid or solid propellants. A quick fact for you: rockets use special propellants that are either liquid or solid to generate the massive thrust needed for launch. Which country was the first to send a satellite into space? Soviet Union, USA, China. The correct answer is Soviet Union. Surprising trivia: the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1, the first artificial Earth satellite, in 1957. What is the blast-off part of a rocket launch called? Liftoff. Takeoff. Launch pad. The correct answer is liftoff. Surprising trivia: liftoff is the moment when a rocket begins to rise from the launch pad. What is the part of the rocket that carries cargo or astronauts called? Payload. Engine. Fin. The correct answer is payload. Here's something cool: the payload is the part of the rocket that carries whatever it needs to deliver into space. Who was the first person to travel to space? Yuri Gagarin, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin. The correct answer is Yuri Gagarin. Here's a nugget of wisdom: Yuri Gagarin, a Soviet cosmonaut, was the first human in space in 1961. What is the imaginary line around the Earth that marks the beginning of space called? Karman Line. Equator. Prime Meridian. The correct answer is Karman Line. Did you know? The Karman Line at an altitude of 100 kilometers is widely accepted as the boundary between Earth's atmosphere and outer space. What is the largest rocket ever built? Saturn V. Falcon Heavy. Space Shuttle. The correct answer is Saturn V. A quick fact for you: the Saturn V rocket built by NASA for the Apollo missions was the largest and most powerful rocket ever successfully launched. What pulls a rocket back towards Earth if it doesn't go fast enough? Gravity. Wind. Magnets. The correct answer is gravity. Surprising trivia: gravity is the force that pulls all objects with mass toward each other, which is why rockets need immense power to escape Earth's pull. What are the giant arms that hold a rocket before launch called? Launch tower. Rocket stand. Gantry. The correct answer is launch tower. Impress your friends with this fact: a launch tower or gantry provides support and access for the rocket and crew before liftoff. What is the job of the fins on a rocket? To stabilize it during flight. To make it look cool. To store extra fuel. The correct answer is to stabilize it during flight. Here's a nugget of wisdom: fins help keep the rocket flying straight by providing aerodynamic stability. Which planet are rockets often sent to explore? Mars. Jupiter. Venus. The correct answer is Mars. Impress your friends with this fact: Mars has been a frequent target for robotic rocket missions to explore its surface and search for signs of past or present life. What is the name of the space agency in the United States? NASA. ESA. Roscosmos. The correct answer is NASA. Here's a nugget of wisdom: NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, is the U.S. government agency responsible for the civilian space program. What do you call a person who travels in a rocket to space? Astronaut. Pilot. Scientist. The correct answer is astronaut. A quick fact for you: an astronaut is a person trained to travel in a spacecraft. What is the main danger for a rocket re-entering Earth's atmosphere? Heat. Cold. Darkness. The correct answer is heat. Here's a nugget of wisdom: re-entry causes extreme friction with the atmosphere, generating intense heat that can damage the spacecraft. What shape is the nose of most rockets? Pointy. Flat. Round. The correct answer is pointy. A quick fact for you: a pointy or conical nose cone helps a rocket be more aerodynamic, reducing drag during ascent. What is the opposite of gravity that a rocket uses to lift off? Thrust. Push. Pull. The correct answer is thrust. Here's an interesting fact: thrust is the force produced by the rocket engines that pushes it upwards, opposing gravity. What are the different sections of a rocket called? Stages. Floors. Rooms. The correct answer is stages. Here's an interesting fact: rockets are often built in stages which separate and fall away after their fuel is used up, making the rocket lighter. What is the term for a rocket's journey into space? Launch. Landing. Cruise. The correct answer is launch. Impress your friends with this fact: a launch refers to the initial phase of a rocket's mission when it leaves the ground. What does a space shuttle do after its mission? Lands like a plane. Floats away. Explodes. The correct answer is lands like a plane. Knowledge boost: space shuttles were designed to return to Earth and land on a runway like an airplane for reuse. What is the name of the first animal sent into orbit? Laika the dog. Felix the cat. Ham the chimpanzee. The correct answer is Laika the dog. A quick fact for you: Laika, a Soviet dog, was the first animal to orbit the Earth in 1957. What is a constellation? A group of stars. A type of rocket. A planet. The correct answer is a group of stars. Impress your friends with this fact: a constellation is a group of stars forming a recognizable pattern that is traditionally named after its apparent form. What is the name of the telescope launched by a rocket to see far into space? Hubble Space Telescope. Galileo Telescope. Newton Telescope. The correct answer is Hubble Space Telescope. Fun fact: the Hubble Space Telescope launched by the Space Shuttle revolutionized astronomy by providing clear images from space. What is the main goal of sending rockets to the moon? To explore its surface. To build houses. To find treasure. The correct answer is to explore its surface. Fun fact: rockets were sent to the moon primarily to conduct scientific research and explore its geological features. What is the name of the device that helps astronauts breathe in space? Spacesuit. Oxygen tank. Helmet. The correct answer is spacesuit. Did you know? A spacesuit provides astronauts with oxygen, regulates temperature, and protects them from the vacuum of space. What is a rocket's engine also called? Rocket motor. Rocket pump. Rocket fan. The correct answer is rocket motor. Did you know? The engine of a rocket is often referred to as a rocket motor, especially for solid fuel rockets. What is a satellite? An object orbiting Earth. A type of star. A small planet. The correct answer is an object orbiting Earth. Did you know? Satellites are objects launched into space by rockets to orbit a planet or moon. What is the countdown before a rocket launch? A sequence of numbers counting down to 0. A prayer for good luck. A practice drill. The correct answer is a sequence of numbers counting down to 0. A quick fact for you, the countdown is a critical sequence of checks and procedures leading up to the final launch. What does zero gravity mean? No gravity. Very little gravity. Lots of gravity. The correct answer is very little gravity. Here's a nugget of wisdom. Zero gravity, often used interchangeably with microgravity, refers to a state where the effects of gravity are greatly reduced. What is the final part of a rocket's mission for astronauts? Returning home. Staying in space forever. Flying to another galaxy. The correct answer is returning home. Surprising trivia: after completing their mission, astronauts typically return to Earth. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and we'll catch you in the next one.